Horrid, Henry Nits, Francesca Simon, and Tony Ross. Scratch, scratch, scratch. Dad scratched his head. Stop scratching, please, said Mum. We're eating dinner. Mum scratched her head. Stop scratching, please, said Dad. We're eating dinner. Henry scratched his head. Stop scratching, Henry, said Mum and Dad. Uh-oh, said Mum. She put down her fork and frowned at Henry. Henry, do you have a nits again? Of course not, said Henry. Come over to the sink, Henry, said Mum. Why? Said Henry. I need to check her head. Henry dragged his feet over to her as slowly as possible. It's not fair, he thought. It wasn't his fault Nits loved him. Henry said was a gathering place for Nits far and wide. They probably held knit parties there, and foreign Nits visit him on their holidays. Mum dragged the knit comb across Henry's head. She made a face and groaned. You're crawling with Nits, Henry, said Mum. Ooh, let's see, said Henry. He always liked counting how many nits he had. 1, 2, 3, 45, 46, 47. He counted, dropping them onto the towel. It's not right to count a nit, the younger brother, perfect Peter, wiping his mouth with his spotless napkin. Is it, Mum? It certainly isn't, said Mum. Dad dragged the knit comb across his head and made a face. Ugh, said Dad. Mum dragged the comb through her hair. Blah, said Mum. Mum combed perfect Peter's hair. Then she did it again, and again, and again. No need, Peter, said Mum, smiling. As usual, well done, darling. Perfect Peter smiled modestly. It's because I wash and comb my hair every night, said Peter. Henry scowled. True, his hair was filthy, but then Nits love clean hair, said Henry. No, they don't, said Henry. I never ever had Nits. Well, we'll see about that, thought Henry. When no one was looking, he picked a few nits off the paper towel. Then he wandered over to Peter and casually fingered a lock of his hair. Leap, scratch, scratch. Mom! Squealed Peter. Henry's pulling my hair! Stop it, Henry, said Dad. I wasn't pulling his hair, said Henry indignantly. I don't know what to see it. I just wanted to see how clean it was. And it is so lovely and clean, added Henry sweetly. I wish my hair was clean as Peter's. Peter beamed. It wasn't often that Henry did anything nice to him. Right, said Mum grimly. Everyone upstairs. It's shampoo time. No! Shrieked Horrid Henry. No shampoo! He hated the stinky, smelly, horrible shampoo much more than he hated having nits. Only today, his teacher, Miss Batlax, had sent home a nit letter. Beware! Nits, 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 nits. Nits have been seen in school. Get rid of them. Wash your hair in supersonic nit blasting shampoo, please, or else. Naturally, Henry had crumpled the letter and thrown it away. He was never ever going to have pony knit shampoo on his head again. What rotten luck. Mum had spotted him scratching. It is the only way to get rid of this, said Dad. But it never works, screamed Henry. And he ran for the door. Mum and Dad grabbed him. They dragged him, kicking and screaming into the bathroom. Nits are laughing creatures, howled Henry. Why kill them? Because they were blood-sucking nits, said Dad. Blood-sucking. Henry had never thought of that. In the split second that he stood still to consider this interesting information. Mum emptied the bottle of supersonic mist-blasting shampoo over his hair. "No!" screamed Henry. Frantically, he shook his head. There was shampoo on the door. There was shampoo on the floor. There was shampoo all over Mum and Dad. The only place there was no shampoo was on Henry's head. "Henry, stop being horrid!" yelled Dad, wiping shampoo off his jacket. "What a big fuss over the nesting," said Peter. Henry lunged at him. Seized Henry by the collar and held him back. "Now, Peter," said Mum. That wasn't a kind thing to say to Henry, was it? "We're not everyone as brave as you." "You're right, Mum," said the perfect Peter. "I was being rude and thoughtless. It won't happen again. I'm so sorry, Henry." Mum smiled at him. "That was a perfect apology, Peter. As for you, Henry," she sighed, "we'll get more shampoo tomorrow." "Phew," thought Henry, giving his head an extra good scratch, saved for one more day. The next morning, at school, a group of parents burst into the classroom, waving the newsletter and shouting, "My Margaret doesn't have nits. She never had, and she never will. How dare you send home with such a letter?" shrieked Moody Margaret's mother. "The idea! My Josh doesn't have nits," shouted his mother. "My Toby doesn't have nits. The next child in this class is a buck-busting," shouted his father. Miss Batla squared her shoulders. "Rest assured that the culprit will be found," she said. "I have declared war on nits." Miss Batla spun around. Her beady eyes swiveled over the class. "Who's scratching?" she demanded. Silence. Henry bent over his worksheet and tried to look studious. "Henry is," said Moody Margaret. "Liar!" shouted Horrid Henry. "It was William." Weepy William burst into tears. "No, it wasn't," he sobbed. Miss Batlax glared at the class. "I'm going to find out once and for all who got nits," she growled. I don't. Silence, ordered Miss Batlax. "Nora, the knit nurse, is coming this morning. Who's got nits? Who's not buck-busting? We'll all find out soon." "Uh-oh," thought Henry, knowing sunk. There was no escaping Nitty Nora, bug explorer, and her ferocious calms. Everyone will know he had nits. Rude Rolf will never stop teasing him. He'd be shampooed every night. Mom and Dad will find out about all the knit letters he had thrown away. He could of course get a tummy ache double quick and be sent home. But Nitty Nora had a horrible way of remembering who she had hurt and then coming it in front of the whole class. He could run screaming out of the door, saying he'd caught mad cow disease, but somehow he didn't think Miss Batlax would believe him. There was no way out. This time he was well and truly stuck. Suddenly had me a wonderful, spectacular idea. It was so weird and so horrible that even Horrid Henry hesitated. But only for a moment. Desperate times called for the desperate measures. Henry leaned over clever Claire and brushed his head lightly against hers. "Get away from me, Henry," hissed Claire. "I was just admiring your lovely picture," said Henry. He got out the sharpener his pencil. On the way to the sharpener, he brushed against Greedy Graham. Leap, scratch, scratch. On the way back to the sharpener, Henry stumbled and fell against anxious Andrew. Leap, scratch, scratch. "Ow!" yelled Andrew. "Sorry, Andrew," said Henry. "What big clumsy feet I have." "Whoops!" yelled Tribble over the carpet and banging heads with Weepy William. Leap, scratch, scratch. "Whoa!" wailed William. Sit down at once, Henry, said Miss Battleaxe. William, stop scratching. Bert, how do you spell cat? Oh, I don't know, said Beefy Bert. Horrid Henry leaned across the table and put his head close to Bert's. C-A-T, he whispered helpfully. Then Horrid Henry raised his hand. Yes, said Miss Battleaxe. I don't understand these instructions, said Henry sweetly. Could you help me, please? Miss Battleaxe frowned. She liked to keep as far away from Henry as possible. Reluctantly, she came closer and bent over his work. Henry leaned his head over next to hers. Scratch, scratch. There was a pounding at the door. The Nits and Nora marched into the classroom, whistling with calm and other instruments of torture. Line up, everyone, said Miss Battleaxe, patting her hair. The Nits nurse is here. Rats, thought Henry. He hardly deserved it. Slowly, he stood up. Everyone pushed and shoved to be first in line. Not a few children remembered what they were lining up for, stamped towards back. Horrid Henry saw his chance and took it. He charged through the swiveling children, bursting against everyone as fast as he could. Leap, scratch, scratch. Leap, scratch, scratch, scratch. Leap, scratch, scratch. Henry! shouted Miss Battleaxe. Stay up, playtime. Now go to the end of the school. The rest of you, stop this nonsense at once. Moody Margaret have fought long as harness to be first. Proudly, she prodded her hair knitting Nora. I certainly don't have knits, she said. Knitting Nora stuck the card in. Knits, she announced it, stuffing a knit note into Margaret's hands. For once, Margaret was too shocked to speak. But, she gasped. Tee-hee, thought Henry. Now he wouldn't be the only one. Next, said Knitting Nora. She stuck the comb in root-rough, greasy hair. Knits, she announced it. Knit face, his Horrid Henry, beside him with glee. Knits, said Knitting Nora, poking her comb into lazy Linda's mop. Knits, said Knitting Nora, prodding greedy Graham's frizzy hair. Knits, 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 she continued, pointing at Weepy William, Clever Claire, Sour Susan, Beefy Bert, and Dizzy Dave. Then Knitting Nora began to Miss Battleaxe. Take us too, she ordered. Miss Battleaxe's jaw dropped. I have been teaching for 25 years, and I have never had this, she said. Don't waste your time tricking me. Knitting Nora ignored her protesters and stuck in the comb. She said, and whispered in Miss Battleaxe's ear. No! howled Miss Battleaxe. No! Then she joined the line of weeping, waiting children clutching the knit notes. At last, it was Henry's turn. Knitting Nora stuck her comb into Henry's tangled hair and dragged it across his scalp. She combed again and again and again. No knits, said Knitting Nora. Keep up the good work, young man. I sure will, said Henry. Horrid Henry skipped home, waving his certificate. Look, Peter, crowed Henry. I'm net free. Perfect Peter burst into tears. I'm not, he wailed. Hard luck, said Horrid Henry. The end.